Strom.
Hey,
So
I'm
there's
Dave
been
Strom,
pages of
and I'm writing a book called The Comic Book Code. I'm going to bring you up to speed from where I left off last time. Holly, my heroine, and Dan, reformed supervillain, who'd been holding off 300 mind-controlled super soldiers, flew into the nuclear reactor core room to see if the danger is over. And it is. Thanks to Sven and Cal, the Superfix machine is destroyed, and the world is saved. When the Superfix was destroyed, the soldiers reverted to normal, the nuclear core reverted to normal, and most of the lutefisk that was deadly to Holly disappeared. Sven had fallen into this huge vat of lutefisk. He didn't drown because, like I said, the lutefisk disappeared. It was a creation of spin-offs, so it went away. I have not decided if Sven's going to retain his superpower or not. I'll figure that out later. Anyhow, the Superfix is destroyed, the world is saved, but Harry, nasty rogue government guy, and Cal had shot each other after Cal had helped destroy the Superfix. Cal's gun was on stun. Harry's was not. So the world is saved. There seems to be a casualty. Holly just spotted Cal lying unmoving nearby. She flew to his side. Oh, I'll run through the superpower stuff. Holly has telekinesis, flight, strength, blonde Amazon good look, and a skimpy costume which she hates. Cal has super intelligence and Batman-type body armor. Dan has Dr. Doom-type body armor, strength, flight, and Stan Lee-esque alliteration. Ava has strength, agility, and Hooters waitress type, telepathy, and empathy. Sven can nullify superpower. Chapter 60, a chapter with the tear-jerking dead hero scene. The twin-moved nuclear power plant on I-5. The entrance to the cavernously huge reactor core room. A Sunday, 6:09 p.m. Her mighty arms hanging limp. Her stricken eyes on a blood-stained chest. Holly Grail Svensson, the mightiest super on Earth, slowly bent her long superheroine legs to kneel beside black body armored Cal the Intellectual, who is lying face up on the floor, arms spread, crucifix wide, eyes closed, still as death. Oh, Cal. Holly's knees gave out from grief and thumped on the floor. She reluctantly reached out a finger and touched the blood on Cal's chest, then the blood on his lips. She looked at that drippy finger for a long moment, not wanting to believe, but forced to. Again, Holly stared at Cal, then closed her eyes tight. She placed her hands on Cal's Kevlar chest, Kevlar that had not been enough. Her face, arms, and hands strained as she sought resurrection power within herself that she could project into Cal. She said a one-word prayer. Please. Moments crawled past. Holly opened her eyes. Cal hadn't moved. Her blonde tresses tossed as she suddenly, desperately looked to the heavens, although that 70-foot-high ceiling got in the way. What if she flew around the Earth so fast and so strong that Earth's rotation would reverse, and time would go backward, and everything would be like this, it never happened, and she'd smile at Cal and say hi, and... No. Cal would say that she is not that fast and strong, and even if she were, the direction of Earth's rotation has nothing to do with the direction of time. And as always, Cal would be correct. Holly's mighty shoulders sagged. Oh, no. Holly reluctantly turned her face back to Cal. She tenderly took Cal's limp Kevlar-armored hand in hers. She spoke softly. My teacher. She pressed his hand to her cheek. My boyfriend. She whispered. My fat man. She inhaled sharply, breaking into a sobbing gasp. Hoover Dam broke. Holly's eyes fire-hosed twin torrents of tears. Her bellowing, blubbering, snorting sobs shook her body, then the floor, then the building. Holly felt something grasp her shoulders. She turned her tear-blasting face to see an armored hand on one shoulder, a pale hand on the other. She dropped Cal's hand to hold them. Plop went Cal's hand on the floor. Ow! Went Holly's heart. Dan and Sven squeezed Holly's shoulders, partly to comfort her and partly to maintain their balance. Holly's sobs measured on the Richter scale. It should have been me, Dan said, truly meaning it. The redeemed main villain, like Darth Vader. Black Oracle! A teary blast from Holly had gushed into Dan's mouth. Sven knew that a belly full of lutefisk would be cheerful next to this. My poor sister, you turned Dan, me, and so many thousands of fanboys away from the dark side. I know Cal was so proud of you. Her super waitress brightness at sunset, Ava knelt beside Holly and hugged her. Ava said nothing, knowing it would take more than buffalo wings to heal Holly's heart. Holly's sobbing slowly break to a halt. She closed her eyes, sighed softly, and slowly bowed her head into a dark doom of dank despair. No, I don't need her faces in her cleavage. I'm being metaphorical. Dan, Sven, and Ava bowed their heads in silence. Holly movie montage flashbacked on Cal from earlier chapters in this book. Her vicious arguing with Cal on the way to the Comic-Con. Cal at her side adding his normal strength to her super strength to keep the super pixels flattening faithful fanboys. Cal saving her life by helping her to correctly channel critical mass superpower. Cal teaching her to use her mighty telekinesis. Cal saving her life again by seasicking deadly kryptonite-like lutefisk from her stomach. Cal's mind calculating. Cal's crooked smile. Cal's eyebrow cocking. And just before the big movie war scene, Cal telling her that he loved her. Sniff, choking swallow. Holly drew another sobbing gasp. Cal's Kevlar armored hand patted Holly's cheek. Careful, Holly, you do not want to start an earthquake or flood the reactor core.